In this episode of the Butt Chronicles, we take a look at Beavis and Butt-Head, episode 30, Friday Night.
Welcome to Industrial Industries World Radio's The Butt Chronicles.
You said welcome.
Oh God.
Hey, yo, what's up, ladies and gentlemen, and butt munches alike? Welcome to the Butt Chronicles, your audio guide to everything Beavis and Butt-Head. And today we are taking a look at Beavis and Butt-Head episode 30, Friday Night. It first aired on MTV on July 14th, 1993. So what happens with Beavis and Butt-Head on Friday night? Well, let's check it out. The episode starts in Beavis and Butt-Head's house as we first see Beavis sitting on the couch by himself as he watches the show This Old House on TV. In the show, the host says, "Welcome back to this old house." It shows a man who goes by the name Bob. Bob has brown hair and a beard, wearing a flannel shirt, a brown vest, and a tool belt. A woman named Sue is standing beside him. Sue has blonde hair, and she's wearing a white t-shirt and blue overalls. As they stand in the bathroom, Bob says, "To finish off this bathroom, Sue is going to fill in the tile with grout." Sue speaks up and she says, "No more grout, Bob. I'm getting a divorce." Sue then turns to the camera and says, "To get a divorce, I went to see Dave, our lawyer." It then shows a scene of Sue walking into a lawyer's office and shaking the lawyer's hand and says, "How you doing, Dave?" Back to Beavis sitting on the couch, Butt-Head then jumps in front of Beavis and air guitars. Butt-Head asks Beavis if he's ready, and Beavis gets up and says, "Yeah, tonight's the night." The next scene is at night, as we see a parking lot full of cars, until we see Beavis and Butt-Head standing at the end of the line of parked cars. "Hey, Butt-Head, you got your raincoat?" Beavis asks. Both of the boys then hold up each a pink package containing a condom. The condom brand is Fisty Fiesta. Butt-Head says, "Yeah, ribbed, for her pleasure." "Unscented," Beavis adds. Butt-Head says Friday night, and then the boys air guitar. Next we see the parking lot and storefront of a convenience store called Maxi Mart. The boys walk towards Maxi Mart, and Butt-Head says, "We're gonna score." The next scene, the boys are inside Maxi Mart, standing up against the wall, as they each have a cup of soda in their hands. Butt-Head points, laughs, and says, "Check it out." What Butt-Head's pointing to is a hot dog rolling machine with 3 wieners rolling in place. Above the machine is a sign that reads, "Wieners, 99 cents. The boys laugh. Then Butt-Head looks to his left and says, "Whoa, chick ahoy." The boys look at a counter that has a microwave and coffee pots full of coffee, and a woman is standing by the counter, tapping her fingers, waiting for the microwave to finish cooking. "Go get her," says Beavis. Butt-Head walks up to the woman nervously with a smile on his face. He says to her, "Chili burger, huh?" Ignoring Butt-Head completely, the woman quickly grabs her burger from the microwave and walks away. Butt-Head walks back to Beavis. "Did you score?" "Sort of." We then see the boys from a surveillance camera's point of view in black and white as time is sped up about an hour, and throughout this hour, they're standing up against the wall, drinking soda the whole time. Back to a normal shot, the boys are still against the wall, drinking soda, and Butt-Head's burping. After burping, Butt-Head says that he's hungry, and the boys then walk to the snack section of the store. Butt-Head grabs a chocolate cream-filled snack and shoves the whole thing into his mouth and chews. Beavis grabs an orange can of Cheese Whiz, called Cheese Fizz, and sprays cheese into his mouth, filling his mouth up completely. Back to Butt-Head, which he's now grabbing a donut. The store clerk then startles them and says, "Hey, you gonna pay for that?" The boys then turn around and face the clerk, and Butt-Head says, "I guess." "Yeah, you guess right," says the clerk. "Oh yeah? What do I win?" Both of the boys laugh, and the sound of a motorcycle approaches and parks in front of the store. The boys look to see a hot biker lady walk in through the door. The biker lady has reddish brown hair, a fit body, and big boobs. She's wearing a sleeveless denim jacket with a black bra underneath, tight tattered black pants, and brown boots. Butt-Head, looking at the biker lady, says, "Whoa.
Hey, Butt-Head, I'm getting a stiffy."
Yeah, me too. Friday night is cool." They then air guitar. The biker lady walks to the snack area where the boys are and asks Butt-Head, "You, what's your name?" Butt-Head, too stunned to reply back, stays silent, and the chick says, "Never mind, come here." She pulls open the front neck part of Butt-Head's shirt, and she starts stuffing candy and snacks down it. Butt-Head's shirt gets larger and larger as she stuffs more things into it. Once Butt-Head's shirt is full, she pulls open the front of his shorts and stuffs a purple can of soda down it. This makes Butt-Head say, "I love you." The lady then turns to Beavis and says, "You, yeah, come here." Beavis walks up and Butt-Head says, "I saw her first, bunghole." The lady starts throwing snacks down Beavis's shirt too, filling Beavis's shirt, making it obvious that it's full of snacks. As she fills Beavis's shirt, the biker lady says, "Now listen, you just keep quiet and play dumb."
"What does that mean?"
Beavis asks. The biker lady holds up a hot cup of coffee and says, "Let's go." Beavis and Butt-Head walk up to the counter as the biker lady leads the way. At the counter, the clerk says,
50 cents.
The biker lady hands the clerk 50 cents. As the clerk sees Beavis and Butt-Head with their shirts stuffed, he says,
"All right, guys, what's in your clothes?"
"Wouldn't you like to know?" says Butt-Head. The biker lady then yells, "Hit it, boys!" as she then throws a cup of hot coffee into the store clerk's face.
"Hit what?"
asks Beavis. "Run!" the biker chick yells. With the store clerk now grunting in pain, he hits the alarm button, which we then see Beavis and Butt-Head riding on the back seat of the biker lady's motorcycle. They speed away from Maxi Mart and down the road as heavy rock music plays. Next shot, the motorcycle is stopped, and the boys are in front of a random house on a random street with the biker lady. The biker lady unloads all the stuff the boys have and puts it into a bag on her motorcycle. She sits back on her bike and says, "Well, I gotta go. You boys did good."
"Hey, take us with you,"
Beavis says. "Yeah, we want you to be our woman," says Butt-Head. The biker lady starts up her motorcycle. "Sorry, but I got important things to do. Things you can't be a part of."
"Like what?"
Beavis asks. "Well, I gotta get gas." The biker lady then revs up her motorcycle and speeds away in a cloud of smoke. "Bye, biker lady," Butt-Head says, and then he asks, "You think she does it?"
"Yeah,"
Beavis says, as he pulls out his unused condom, still in the wrapper, and then he says,
"Hey, Butt-Head, I still got my condominium. What do I do with it?"
Both the boys then look at the camera and then have big wide eyes as they yell, "Saturday night!" And that's the end of Beavis and Butt-Head Friday Night. Now let's check out the music videos. The first music video is Rico Suave by Gerardo, and we've gone over this video in an earlier episode, which was in the band episode Way Down Mexico Way Part 2. So a lot of the music videos in that episode were recycled in later episodes, such as this episode in Friday Night. Next is I Want Candy by Bow Wow Wow. Butt-Head says, "Whoa, this sucks."
"Yeah, and it sucks too,"
says Beavis. Butt-Head, referring to the singer, says, "She should get naked." He then says that she's pretty friendly for a chick with a mohawk, and Beavis adds that chicks with mohawks are cool. Talking about how the singer says that she wants candy, the boys say that she wants a Baby Ruth and Starbursts, and some wacky wafers. Next is Crazy Love by Grun Truck. The boys think it kicks ass, and they headbang to it. The boys seeing a naked woman with the American flag painted on her face makes Beavis say the Pledge of Allegiance. He makes a mistake by saying,
"And to the Republican, for which it stands."
Next is I Wanna Sex You Up by Color Me Bad. The boys say that the video sucks, and they make fun of the singer by going, "Ooh." Then they change it. And the last music video is She Kissed Me by Terrence Trent D'Arby. Butt-Head mistakes it for a Madonna video, and then he says, "That'd be cool if girls just did what you wanted them to." Beavis says,
"Yeah, you can make them come over and mow the lawn and do all your chores and stuff."
Butt-Head asks, "Oh yeah? How old are you, Beavis?" And that's the music videos. Now let's get into the fun facts. This episode marks the first and only appearance of the biker lady, and it also marks the first appearance of the Maxi Mart clerk, who goes on to be on future episodes ahead. Maxi Mart clerk always hates Beavis and Butt-Head. They come in, they loiter, they scare off customers, and so in some episodes in the future, he's always kind of looking out to get them in one way or another. So that's the character of the Maxi Mart clerk. Friday night is the 25th episode of Season 2 of Beavis and Butt-Head, and it's the 30th episode overall. And IMDb, the Internet Movie Database, gives Beavis and Butt-Head Friday Night a 7.4 out of 10 rating. Now, I'll give you my review. This was an episode I saw a lot of in reruns as a kid, and I really loved it. I loved the whole idea that the boys were just eating things in the snack area. Something a kid at the time watching it, "Oh man, that'd be so cool. Without getting in trouble, you could just stuff your mouth with snacks. That's awesome." And then this chick, and it's just, the whole story is very badass. You would think that Beavis and Butt-Head on a typical Friday night, had this biker chick not have come in, it'd just be them standing there the whole time, just laughing at the wieners. Oh, that was so cool. And then the whole confrontation with the store clerk and Butt-Head being a smartass to him. This episode had a lot of great moments in it. And especially, I do love the beginning part with the This Old House parody TV show with Beavis watching it. It's really sad that the biker chick didn't carry on into other episodes, but I guess she did kind of serve her purpose, and she lives in kind of a mysterious future, you know. She's off doing her own thing. She left Highland for good. The music videos, they're really cool. The I Wanna Sex You Up music video with the ooh. To this day, whenever I hear R&B on a radio, or I'm just skipping through radio stations in my car, and I'll come across, an R&B love song or whatever, that will come into my head, and I'll just make fun of the song, and I'll just, whoever's in the car with me, and I go, ooh, they kind of just look at me and they don't get the reference, but I think all of y'all would get the reference. But yeah, it's just, so a lot of things in this episode carry on into my almost everyday life in one way or another. And I really do love this episode. It's really great, and you could definitely tell, I haven't spoken much about the animation and how it's improved, but you could almost tell every single episode, besides Sign Here, which was a couple episodes ago, Sign Here looked almost like it was an early season 1 episode. But you could definitely tell that the animations have improved quite a bit. And so we're getting there, but it's still part of the crude era, which is what they call season 1 and 2 of Beavis and Butt-Head, the crude era, with how the animation was made before they went on to the next animation studio in season 3. It was like a gradual improvement in quality over season 1 and 2. But yeah, I'm gonna have to give Friday Night an 8 out of 10. I really love this episode. It's really cool. I just know that it's not perfect, but there's a lot of funny moments. Definitely rewatchable. Highly recommended. That it's one of the standout episodes that should be played in a greatest of Beavis and Butt-Head. Now, before we close everything up, I want to do something very special. I've always wanted to do this since I saw Beavis fill his mouth up with Cheese Whiz way back in the day as a kid. We never had Cheese Whiz around the house as a kid, you know. Probably because my parents knew that I would do such a thing that I'm about to do right now. I'm going to fill my mouth up with Cheese Whiz like Beavis did in this episode. And I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm going to do, what it tastes like, you know. All right, we got the lid off. Here I am. I'm going to attempt to fill my entire mouth up with Cheese Whiz, just like Beavis did in Friday Night. And I will tell you if it's actually good. This is a lifelong dream I've been wanting to do, something I could write off my bucket list. I am so ready to do this, so let's go. Here we go. Oh. That's a lot of cheese. That was definitely not healthy for me. Give me a second, guys. Hang on. Okay. I swallowed all that down. That was definitely very cheesy. I could taste the sharpness of the cheddar. Beavis, you do have good taste. That's a 10 out of 10. All right, so there we go. Beavis and Butt-Head, Friday Night, gets an 8 out of 10.